In 2011, I had lost my job at the law firm. And next thing I know, we were not being able to pay our bills. Our rent was getting behind. Further down in that year, I got hurt playing basketball and ended up with a cast on my foot. So I couldn't work for sure. I couldn't even then. Before then, I had temp jobs. They were not doing too well. They only lasted a couple of weeks. And so it wasn't enough to pay the rent, so that we ended up getting put out of our apartment. And then we ended up being in a shelter.
We had too much work to do anything but come through this. You know, I still remember Pastor saying we have nothing else to lean on. We didn't have anything, but God graced us through the whole thing. And all we had was the work. You know, I couldn't even have a pity party because I remember Pastor saying that in order to have victory, there can't be strife between us. And God brought us out into our wealthy place. He was upset that, you know, he wanted to make a career out of the Air Force. And he was sad that he couldn't do the 3 years. But that 3 years was enough seed to get us to where we are now. Because of those 3 years, he qualified for the benefits.
They knew I was a military veteran. So somebody in the social service office who was a veteran connected me with the VA office, which covers all of our rent. And we ended up finding an apartment. It paid $1,300 a month.
And like you said, it's rent-free for a year.
Yes.
I'm speechless, you know. But then God said, you know, you need to take the limits off me because you're happy with the apartment. And I said, yeah, God, you can do this with a house. We want a home. So this is just the beginning. So we just praise God for the victory. And a lot of people, my parents, they were like, we didn't know you were going through it because you came every Saturday, you served Wednesdays, you weren't sad, you know, you didn't come crawling in here on your bed talking about how bad it is. I said, I couldn't do that because Pastor has shown us how to go through.